Oh, come on,
Onward
baby.
and upward.
Yes,
And like
sir.
I said, now time for that delayed choke slam.
Oh, right
That's
to this
out to
table,
heaven.
baby.
That's out to heaven.
Come on now.
Boom!
Come on
I'm
now.
cashing in right now.
King Booker, I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Oh, is it what? Spinarooski.
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
about to get it.
Yes,
Fam,
sir.
so much to catch up on. WrestleMania. We gave the WrestleMania recap. That got a lot of love, fam. Of course, everyone's
as it should.
Everyone's feeling
I mean,
wrestling
wrestling
right
is
now.
cool, baby.
Yep, everyone's feeling it. A lot of messages, a lot of love, just a lot of engagement right now overall with wrestling, fam.
Yeah, it's good.
Where we at right now? You know what I'm saying?
We
what's
are
good right now. We're drafting.
Christ. We are just about almost a month out from Mania. And,
I was gonna say some WrestleMania like hangover, like just like
it was a slight hangover after Mania, I would say. I mean, still excited. You see the new champions, you kind of see the bloom of it all, but something I don't want to say felt quite missing, but the draft naturally came in, and it's just what anything. It's a shakeup, and with that, yeah, just what it needed, fam. We needed a shakeup, you know, and the fact that. You know, you got some top stars, you know, being drafted in the first round, and amongst those being our own here that we cover. Come on now, you know, the homie Carmelo Hayes. You know, this man just really don't miss, fam.
Don't miss. Let's go.
You know, this man called this shot. Been talking about it, and he's basically it's you know, Christ. We've been covering it since been watching this guy again.
Yo,
on
episode 107. We've been the whole time, fam.
Yeah, even 2 years before we started doing the pod, seeing this man at Haver High School gym. The fact that this man wrestled, over at Haver High Gym, and then being drafted first round in WWE SmackDown, number 3 overall, in between Bianca Belair, Jey Uso, and Seth freaking Rollins. I mean, I don't.
Awesome.
How does it get any better than that?
What a come up!
And then calling his shot the night of versus Cody, and then wrestling him in the main event in a banger of a match. I mean, what better way to kick off, honestly, Friday Night SmackDown and night 1 of the draft. So
nice. Love it.
Just have to give the flowers for that because this is just next level stuff. He's graduated essentially from NXT. And yeah, this man's really out here to really make a name for himself. And when you hear the commentators talking about him, they're really like talking this man up. So yeah. The draft was great, fam. Bianca went number 1 overall. Melo to SmackDown, Jey Uso's on Raw, Seth freaking Rollins when he comes back, he's on Raw. Yeah, I mean, there are just so many moves. LA Knight, on SmackDown.
Yeah, yo, fam, and I was asking you before, like, yo, there's something, they do this every year, like, guys can switch up potentially, and, like, they take the whole faction, like, I saw all the Damage Control was moving together.
Yes.
Right? The whole, like, Imperium, down to a
for sure.
Down to a duo, but.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, even like guys like the Alpha Academy, the Bloodline, and if you notice, Raw's a 3-hour show. So, there's a lot of factions in Raw, even between the Imperium and Damage Control. Again, 6 wrestlers. Pat McAfee mentioned it, in the first, like, boom, that's great drafting, and all those people alone can wrestle on their own. And yeah, I mean, they obviously saved for, some of the fun stuff for night 2, which was tonight, or last night rather. It's a Tuesday night, but this week on Raw, it was the other draft. CM Punk was notable going to Raw.
Oh yes.
Drew McIntyre on Raw. Obviously they're going to get that beef, and then all champions stay on the brand. So Damian Priest is on Raw, so naturally CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso. Actually there's a pay-per-view this weekend. And Jey Uso and Damian Priest are going to be in France battling in Backlash for that title.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, just that's wrestling right now, man.
Don't stop, fam.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, he's going to be battling AJ Styles, and that's just, that's a battle of 2 leaders out from New Japan prior to coming to WWE. They were the leaders of the Bullet Club, so the fact that these 2 are going to be battling out for the first time, it's pretty big stuff. And not for nothing, these are 2 great wrestlers. So I'm actually looking forward to that match.
Yo, fuck AJ Styles. He's so whack, fam. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I wanted this man to just dust him like way more than what happened.
LA, yeah. I mean, are you talking about LA Knight?
Yeah, I wanted.
Yeah. And it's funny too. Well, not funny because it's kind of sad because I wanted LA Knight to be in that match, but AJ Styles got him back after Mania because he, So, anyways, yeah. Some
Come on
bullshit.
now. So yeah, I don't really fuck with
Yeah,
AJ.
but but that's what Cody's here
He
for.
kind of
But this
got
is
me.
why Cody's gonna do what he's gonna do. He's gonna be
AJ
people's
kind of
champ.
got me. AJ kind of got me.
He does. I think AJ definitely got you. Well, Cody's gonna get him. I mean, it's gonna be a good one out in France. I feel like there might be some interference though. I don't know if that's gonna end clean. I feel like some bullshit's gonna come in. Yeah, someone's gonna come in and do something.
What's the scoop? Anything else going on? Like, what are we?
I mean, the bloodline stuff is kind of wild. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Roman's gone and basically Solo's taken over and he's got some guy coming over from New Japan, Tamatanga. I don't know how much about him. I mean, he on the surface and on paper, from what I hear and what I've seen, I mean, he's doing a hell of a job. He's kind of just a psychopath. He's Tongan, not quite Samoan, literally Tamatanga. But yeah, Roman's gone, and basically he's just watching from afar, watching everything just crumble. And basically, what's going to happen is when he comes back, is he's just going to lead one side of the bloodline for a Solo. That's really kind of what they're doing.
That's a prediction.
It's like good guys versus, I guess I don't even want to call it good guys, but you know what I'm saying, fam.
I love it.
It breaks off. And where does The Rock sit and all that?
I love it. The
We'll
final
see.
boss.
Final part, right? He'll determine, I guess.
What else is cooking, fam? Before we get to AEW, I don't know if you've been rocking with the AEW stuff, but
a little bit, yeah.
Let's clean up anything else with.
Nah, I mean, listen, the draft was, if I, again, I'm looking at guys like Big Bronson Reed going in round 6. I'm a fan of Big Bronson Reed, and I like him on Raw. I know he's going after that IC belt right here, with Sammy.
Oh,
but. Yeah, Ilya Dragunov, that's another good one coming up from NXT. He's in Raw. I mean, there's just so many wrestlers, Sam, I can get into.
I saw a girl.
She's got it. She's got the it factor. Yeah. What the hell? I'm gonna pull up her name right now, real quick, because Kiana James.
Yes, I saw her.
Yeah. Honestly, it was a surprise. I think even to her.
Yeah.
You can almost tell they were like, "Oh shit! Like it's your time, girl. Like get up there."
Yep, I love it.
Yeah. Get up there. So yeah, man, that's again wrestling. WWE just always something.
It happens every year. The draft, or they've been
doing
it every year?
Every year that I can think of. There may have been maybe one year.
Just shake it up a little bit.
I don't know quite say COVID.
Easy way to shake it up if they got to.
Easy way. I think they've been doing it for years. I mean, It goes back to. I don't think it was quite in our time with the Attitude Era. Like it never happened when Stone Cold and all, and none of that stuff. But like as wrestling kind of progressed in like the mid 2000s, came about. Maybe even earlier. But
SmackDown, Raw draft, unbelievable, smart idea. To be
smart.
Yeah, you can kind of keep the cards.
And what's good too is
you can shuffle it up if you want.
What they did and was smart, I get
it's
the first time they did it is they put a cap on. Well, they said May 6th the roster's locked. So if there's a move that they felt maybe didn't go as right, all right, cool. Maybe you can move to SmackDown or vice versa. So you're not stuck right in just one
reverso.
Yep. And it happens often. People are like, well, why? And it's like, well, people, the fans are calling for it. Hit the button. You know what I'm saying? Let's shift.
So true.
Yep.
Fam, anything else in the WWE streets? Let's hop into AEW. What's really cooking over there?
Yeah, they had a big event, pay-per-view event. I want to say last weekend, but yeah, I mean the highlight of that, from what I understand, was Daniel Bryan and Will Ospreay, arguably from what they say, two of the best wrestlers in the world. Dave Meltzer, he's a wrestling guy, gave it like a 6.5 out of 5. Like, and people are giving that shit. Like, what do you mean, Dave?
Fam, ain't nobody watching that.
I'll tell you right now, fam, believe it or not, we as a what category we kind of fall into, right? Like we kind of fall into that. WWE.
You guys are in.
However, fam, I gotta give credit where it's due, fam. People actually who fall into a certain wrestling, I guess, piece, who love it. It is legit shit. I gotta be honest. The wrestling itself,
nobody's out of 10 people.
You don't have to wrestle. But you have to respect
out of
that
10
match.
people, who's watching that? I'm just saying, like, if a tree
it
falls
costs
in the woods,
$50. First off, you got to pay $50 to watch the match. I mean, I'm sure you can go on X and see all the highlights, but I can guarantee you right now, there's probably a lot more people. I mean, I haven't quite myself gone and looked at the highlights, but I plan to. So I guess in that respect, I guess they haven't got my views, but
I want it. I want it to. I want it to catch on. But even myself, like, I feel like I gave them like a solid chance, and it's like I got no clue what they're doing over there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they're hurting without MJF. I guess he's banged up. I mean, he must be pretty injured, but a guy like MJF definitely brings some sort of spotlight to them. And I don't know. I don't want to say they're quite missing it, but Swerve Strickland, he was formerly with actually Melo sent him out from WWE on his last match, but he's the current champion. He beat Samoa Joe in the main event, but
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. So yeah, Swerve. I know my brother loves Swerve, and Swerve. I guess that's your thing. But again, I don't really.
I was out at a bar the other night and we were watching the Bruins, and they also had AEW on, and Swerve Strickland was on. Fam,
Swerve.
I couldn't believe they had AEW on.
Swerve. Yeah, I mean,
is that a bar downtown in Haverhill here?
Hilarious. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
We're watching the Bruins, scoring goals, beating Toronto Maple Leafs, and then we're watching Swerve Strickland over here.
Unbelievable.
Swerve.
Yeah. Wow, they had that match on.
No, I don't know what they had on. I don't know what they had on, but I saw. I don't know if they were fighting each other as separate matches. But
either way, Swerve's always fighting, anyways. So
I saw Swerve for sure.
Yep.
What else you got cooking, fam, on the wrestling streets?
Fam, that's. I mean, I might be tapped out on that.
I like that belt.
Yes,
I like that setup you got going on. Fam.
Yeah, man. I try. We try around here.
Awesome.
Nah, fam. I'm looking forward to the with anything that the shit's in France this weekend for WWE. So I think times like
Backlash? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's Backlash. Might be like a 2:00. Might be like a 1:00 here for us, which I love that, by the way.
Awesome.
And that's Saturday. And again, these soccer times for the kid on the weekend has been falling in line perfect.
Oh, so it works out.
I'll literally come home and I'll probably start watching the pregame show.
Love that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I'm hoping the Saturday goes.